going to keep doing what we have been doing. So we're going to start in our seated mountain pose. So think about feeling your whole foot, big toe mount, pinky toe mount, center of the heel, and then press down. And then I want you to come to your sitting bones and press those down. Think about pressing your butt bones down. Let your fingertips drip down. So that it feels like you're getting some space on the sides of your neck. And then notice if your head is coming forward or back. Try to bring your ears right over your shoulders. Let your chin come. That's perfect. And then draw your shoulder blades together. Let your face be soft, your gaze be soft, and just begin to notice your breath here. So yeah, breathing in and out through the nose. And come back while we're here. Check back in with your feet. Are they pressing down? Your sitting bones, are they pressing down? Reaching up through the crown of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. And then we're going to start moving our joints a bit. So let's let the hands come onto the knees here. We're going to begin making some small circles. So think about this being our leader, all right? We're going to begin going to the right, really small circles, and then we're going to take them bigger. And we're going to keep going bigger and slowly. And then going maybe just to the edge of as big as you can here. And then the next time your right ear is coming over towards your right shoulder, let your chin turn down. And let your left fingertips drip out to the right. Yeah, the left. You got it. I'm giving the wrong direction. So breathe into the left side of your neck. Relax your jaw. And then let's let our hand come back down onto the knee. Sweep your chin to the chest. And then bring your ears over your shoulders. Sit tall here. Feel your feet. Feel your sitting bones. Draw your shoulder blades together. We're going to bring our hands around to the seat of the chair behind us. Draw your shoulder blades together like you're reaching your sternum up towards the sky. Your chin may or may not lift. Take a few breaths here. Really think about breathing in and filling up completely. And then we're going to come back through to center. Let your hands come around to your kneecaps. And we're just going to round our back like a cat here. Let your chin come in towards your throat and really round. So from here, I want you to bring your attention back to your feet. Begin to press your feet down. Sitting bones down, unroll yourself and sit tall again. Let your elbows be heavy. Now we're going to use the tip of our nose again, but we're going to go to the left this time. So go really slow and small to start, and we're going to the left this time. Slow and small. And we'll just let those circles become bigger, covering more area, more space with each rotation. And then resisting going to your max. Maybe just go right to the edge of your max. And then the next time that the left ear is coming over towards the left shoulder, let the chin turn down. Bring your right hand out to the right. Let your right hand dangle here. Relax your jaw, your shoulder. Keep breathing here. And let your hand come back to your knee. Bring your chin back down to your chest and bring your ears over your shoulders. Press down through your feet. Sit tall. Shoulder blades together. Bring your hands around onto the back of the chair. We're going to draw the shoulder blades together and lift the rib cage up and away from the hip bones, and the chin might go up. And then come back through the center. Let your hands come around onto your knees, and we're going to round the back. So you might think of it like you're making a letter C with your spine. And then let's come back through. Sit nice and tall here in our seated mountain pose. Let your right arm come down. Yep. And we're gonna roll our right shoulder up, back, and down a few times. So we'll inhale up, exhale back and down. Slow and easy does it. Alright, and then we're gonna let that right arm just dangle. Inhale and sweep the arm. Good. I want you to bring your hand into a gentle fist and just begin to rotate here a few times. Slow and easy does it. Noticing the sensations that you're feeling. Now let's take it the other way. Keeping your face soft, breathing soft. Good. Alright. Now from here, I want you to open your fingers and close just a few times. Opening and closing. Good. And then from here, if this is okay, this might be a tall order. If you can, bend your elbow, bring your hand. And I want you to bring your other hand onto your elbow and just lift it a little bit. Good. And then we're gonna lean over to the left. Yes, good.
You can really stretch your arm. I'm about perpendicular and you're vertical.
I'm actually freakishly flexible.
I know, you told me before.
Yeah.
I know, you told me that. Yeah.
It's not.
I can see.
It's not exactly a good thing. Really.
Well, it might not be bad. It's not a bad thing.
Alright, let's press
That would be
down.
an advantage in certain situations.
In certain, yes. And let's release. But
Exercising, yoga or whatever.
getting injured.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh.
because my joints are very loose.
So you could be more prone to hurting yourself.
And I also don't feel the stretch, so I might go beyond. So
Safety, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, but I've been
I
doing
have crooked toes, so
I've been doing this a minute, so I think I'm good. We'll let the left hand come down now, and we're just gonna begin to roll the shoulder up, back, and down. So we're getting all of our joints. We got our neck. Now we're getting our shoulders. And just connecting breath and movement. Alright. And let the left fingertips come down, and then inhale, raise the arm up. And oftentimes one side is different than the other. We're gonna bring our hand into a fist here, and just begin to make a few circles in one direction, doing it mindfully here. And then take it the other way.
I want to ask you today about the camping equipment, where you bought yours.
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. And then we're gonna open and close the hands. Just open and close, open and close. A few times. Alright. One more time, and then we're gonna bend the elbow. And just let your other hand take it, and just kind of lift it up, and then we're gonna lean to the right. Good. So really use your breath here, where we're opening, maybe it's through that side rib cage. Really think about taking your breath there. And we'll come back through the center. Release the arms, and just give it a little shake out. Alright, we're going to bring hands onto our kneecaps. And I want you to go to your right, and then back, and then to your left, and forward.
Okay.
Yep. So when you're doing this, you might think about rounding your back like the letter C back towards the windows behind you, and then letting your chest come forward. So this is working our hips, getting our hips moving a little bit, but it's also working our shoulders and maybe the elbows. And then let's take it around the other face, slow and easy here. Soft face, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And one more time here. And then let's keep our hands on our knees and just let your back round like the letter C. Let your chin come in towards your throat. Press down through your feet. Begin to roll yourself here. Keep your left hand on your left knee. We're gonna bring our right hand to the seat of the chair behind us and begin to rotate to your right. Looking out over your right shoulder. Your feet are pressing down. Sitting bones are pressing down. Come on back through neutral. We'll let your right hand take your right knee, left hand's coming around behind now. So let your breath move you. Resist the urge to manipulate what's happening. Let your breath move you. And then we're gonna come back through. Let's bring our feet close. Bring your hands onto the chair. And we're gonna heel, toe, in and out, in and out. So we're getting our ankles, our knees, and our hips done. So just going in and out here a few times. We'll go another round here, out and in. Once you're at neutral here, we're gonna let our feet come a little wider, and then bring your forearms onto your thighs, interlace your hands here. I want you to think about drawing your shoulder blades together here, press down through your feet, and like you're trying to reach the crown of your head. That's where a baby's soft spot is towards me. If this is okay, stay here, and then maybe the hands come down. Let your chin come in towards your throat. If it's too much, then stay where we were. And let's take one more breath here. Press down through your feet. Come up, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down through the center. Feet are pressing into the floor here. We're gonna sweep the arms out to the sides. Inhale up. Exhale down through the center. Inhaling up, deep breaths. Exhaling down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Come back into your seated mountain pose. Let your gaze be towards the tip of your nose. Draw your shoulder blades together. Engage your lower abdominals. And then we're going to lift our right heel. Let your hands interlace under your thigh here. And we're just going to hug this in. And just begin to make some circles. Alright, and then let's take it the other way. And we're going to stop in the center and turn the ankle. Turn it the other way. And let that right foot come down, press your foot down. Inhale, take your arms up over your head. Exhale, bring your hands around behind you onto the seat of the chair. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift your sternum. Look up if it's okay. Come back through the center and just let yourself fold over here. Let yourself fold over, let your chin come in towards your throat. Knot off any tension or tightness and then press down to come up. Sweep your arms up over your head. We're going to let our left hand is going to come to our right knee, and our right hand's coming around behind, spine twisting. Relax your jaw. Keep your face soft. And then let's come back through the center here. Pick up the left heel. Hands are coming around the thigh, and we're just going to make some circles in one direction. So really notice where you're feeling this, what it feels like, and then we're going to take it around the other way. All right, and then we're going to pause in the center and we're gonna go with the ankle. Turning the ankle in one direction. And turning the ankle the other direction. And we'll release. Really think about planting your foot down. Come back into your seated mountain pose. Inhale through your nose, take your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands around behind. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift your sternum. Look up if it's okay. And then from here, we're just gonna let our torso come forward, draping yourself forward. Chin can come in towards the throat here. Keep your face soft. And we're gonna begin to unwind here, but I really want you to think about this starting from your feet. So press down, inhale, sweep all the way up here. And let your right hand's taking left knee, left hand's coming to the seat of the chair. Relax your shoulders. You might be gazing out over your left shoulder here. Let your breath move you. It's doing it all the time anyway. All right, let's come back through the center here. Find your seated mountain pose. Your hands can be on your knees or by your sides. Soften or close your eyes here. We're gonna do the 4-part breathing, all right? So take a deep inhale in through your nose, excuse me. And we're gonna let it go, either out through the mouth or out through the nose. And then we'll begin. So we'll inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now continue to do that 2 rounds on your own, 4 counts. And then just let your breath return to normal breathing here and take a moment just to notice how you feel. Alright. Find your seated mountain pose. We're going to do a little bit of a flow with some of the postures that we've already done. So let's bring our left hand onto the seat of the chair. We're going to take our right arm up. And we're gonna lean to the left, but you might need to let your elbow bend to lean. Good, 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 good. Keep pressing your feet into the floor. And you might think about your thumb going back towards the windows here to open up even more. Good, let's press down to come up. Let your right arm come down by your side. Inhale, take both of the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands around behind you. We're going to lift the sternum and quite possibly lift the chin. Exhale, come through the center. We're going to fold forward. Let your head go. As you inhale, begin to come up. We're going to interlace our hands behind our right thigh, lifting it up and hugging it in. It feels good to we're letting the left hand take the right knee and right hand is coming around to the seat of the chair behind. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your breath moving, and let your breath move you. If you think of an oscillating fan moving in and out, releasing any tension or tightness in the face, let's come back through into our seated mountain pose. And here we'll inhale, take the arms up over the head. Exhale, bring your hands around behind. The shoulder blades are coming together. We're lifting or puffing up. The sternum looking up. And then from here, just begin to let yourself hinge forward. If it feels good to nod your head out, nod your head out. Begin to press down through your feet to come up, but we're going to interlace our hands under the left leg and we're going to hug it in close. Yeah. Turning the ankle a few times in one direction and a few times in the other. And then we'll release, let that go. Come back into your seated mountain pose, let your fingertips come down. We're going to inhale and take the arms up. Let your right hand come to your left knee and your left hand is coming around to the seat of the chair behind you. Good, we're coming into that twist again. And no forcing of any kind, just finding some gentle twisting. All right, we're going to unwind from here. Let your right hand come onto the seat of the chair. Take your left arm up. And then we're gonna, that elbow might bend as you lean over to your right. Come on back through center. Come into mountain pose, let your fingertips drift down. Draw your shoulder blades together, and if you can, engage your low abdominals. Feel your feet on the floor here, and checking your posture. So we want to strengthen our back body and lengthen our front body. We're going to go through that flow one more time. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, let your left hand come onto the seat of your chair. We're going to lean over to our right. Inhale, press down to come back up. We're bringing both hands behind us. Shoulder blades together, lifting up the heart here. And then come forward, fold forward. Let your chin come in towards your throat, kind of like a rag doll here. Press down through your feet. We're going to begin to come up. Bring your hands under your thigh. Lift your leg. Hug it in close. Yeah, right leg, sorry. And then if you like, maybe extend the leg. Keep drawing your shoulder blades together. Press your left foot down. Good. And we'll release that. Let your right foot come down. Inhale, take your arms up. Let your left hand take your right knee, right hand to the seat of the chair. We're going to gaze to the right or forward or to the left. Keeping the breath smooth and steady here. All right, we're going to come through the center, back into mountain pose. Sit tall, soften your eyes. Feel your feet pressing down to crown reaching up. We'll inhale the arms up. And let your right hand come on to the seat of the chair. We're going to lean over to the left. Pressing down through your feet to come up. Bring your hands around behind to draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your sternum here. And then begin to just hinge forward. So you're rounding the other way. Let your chin come in towards your throat. Take a few breaths here. And notice how this feels. And starting from your feet, begin to unroll yourself. We're going to pick up our left heel, hug that right leg, or it's our left leg. We're doing the left leg this time. And you can stay here or extend. You decide. So we still want to keep our shoulder blades together. And then release. Bringing your hands back down. Inhale, take your arms up. And we are letting our right hand take our left knee. Right hand, left knee, left hand comes around behind. Perfect. Take a few breaths here. All right, one more breath here. Come on back through the center. Find your seated mountain pose. Soften your eyes. We're going to do another round of 4-part breath. So inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. And then we'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go another round on your own. 4 parts of the breath per count, 4 each. And then just notice how, when you've completed that, how that feels. All right, we're going to do something a little bit different today. All right, so we're going to do a warrior posture using the chair. So I'm going to demonstrate it, and then we'll do it together. So I'm using the back of my leg on the chair, my knees bending here, and then we're going to step this leg back.
It's your left leg, okay.
I have my left leg back, my right leg on top, and then we're going to sweep the arms up.
Okay.
All right? So let your right thigh come right on the front of the chair, and then that left leg is going back. Yeah, I'm pretty close to the edge.
I know.
Yeah. And that's good, yes. Now you can stay on your toes, or if it's okay to extend the leg, whichever.
I can't get my leg straight
Okay.
unless I put it out here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So now I want you to sweep your arms up. Deep breath in. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Fire up your back leg. And then from here, Peter, I want you to let your right arm come forward and your left arm come back. And we're going to gaze out over our front fingertips. Keep drawing your shoulder blades together. Nice. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. Let your left hand come onto your left thigh. We're going to sweep the right arm up. Yeah, and kind of bend to your left. Nice. So this is called the revolved warrior. We'll take one more breath here. We're going to come up through the center. I want you to bring your right forearm onto your right thigh. So press down and resist here. So there's this tendency to want to collapse, resist, and then we're firing this back leg up. Take your left bicep by your left ear. And this is extended angle pose. And I want you to keep dialing your underarm up. One more breath. Press down. We're gonna come back to the center here.
Ow. That does get my hips going. That's good.
Okay. So we're gonna come to stand for a moment, and we're gonna come back and do the other side. But let's come and stand for just a moment. I'm gonna move back so I don't knock myself out.
Right at my strange house.
Alright. So we're gonna come into chair pose. So we might actually sit on the chair, but we might not. Alright? I want you to find your feet. And I want you to think about pushing this part back. Knees bent. Knees bent. Yeah, like imagine you're gonna sit on that chair.
Mm-hmm.
Let your arms come forward. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep your face soft. Keep breathing. One more breath here. Press down. Rise up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down to the center. Hands by the sides. We're going to inhale and lift the arms. Lift your right heel. And then come down. Good. All the way down. Inhale, arms up, left heel up. And down. Inhale, right up. And down. One more time, left side. So this is brain exercise when we have to think about what part am I moving where. And down. And then take a pause. And then I'm going to give the option. You can keep both feet on the floor or see about lifting both heels. Or maybe you lift one and then the other. It's all good. Keep your face soft. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Release your heels. Release your arms. Shake it out if you need to shake it out. And then we're going to come back onto the chair and we're going to do that warrior series on the other side. So now the left thigh is taking the chair, the right leg is going back. And it can be like this as well. So you do what's most comfortable for you. I want you to think about whatever part of your foot is touching the floor, that you're pressing it into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Gets this inside
Oh yeah.
muscle right here.
Yep. And that's usually tight on everybody.
Yeah.
So begin to dial your torso so that you're facing those hurricane lamps. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Relax your shoulders. Keep your face soft and your breath soft. Keep firing up your back leg. And then we're coming into warrior two by letting our left arm come forward and our right arm come back. Gaze out over your front fingertips. You might take your left eye out over your pinky nail and your right eye out over your pointer. See if you can reach your pinkies back towards the windows a little more. Nice. And let your right hand come down onto your right thigh. We're going to sweep the left arm up. You might lean back a little bit here. And then reach that left arm forward, let your right arm come up. We're gonna bend the elbow. We're placing our left forearm on the thigh and we're gonna slice the right bicep by the ear. Really fire up that back leg. Good, keep breathing here. And then pressing down to come up. We'll heel toe back into neutral here. And we're going to come to stand. So take your time, come to stand, feel your feet. So mountain pose standing up. We're still feeling our feet. You want to think about your pelvis being in neutral. So if your pelvis has a tendency to come forward, think about taking it back. Mine does the opposite. So you might even soften the knees a little bit. Let your fingertips drop down, reach up to the crown of your head. And we're drawing the shoulder blades together, squeezing your back body muscles ever so slightly. Let's inhale, the arms up, left heel up. And exhale down. We'll inhale, and this time the right heel's coming up. And down. And coming back to the left heel as the arms come up. and down. And right heel up and down. And this time, option to lift both heels if you like. We're taking the arms up. Keep your eyes steady. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Squeeze your back body muscles. And we'll release down from here. So once you're here, bring your hands onto your low back here so the fingers are pointing south. Bring your elbows close. And then again, it's like we're lifting our rib cage up away from the hip bones. The chin may or may not go up. Deep breathing here. Let's take one more breath here. Come on back through the center. And we're going to bring our chair forward. Let's bring the chair forward, and you have the back of the chair close. Right, so we're going to come into tree pose here. So you can have one or both hands on, doesn't matter. Start by checking with the foundation, your feet. Feel your feet. We're going to pick up our right heel. And then bring your foot to your ankle, your calf, wherever. And if it's okay, let your hands, one or both hands, find a place where it's not a struggle. Make sure that you're breathing, you're holding your breath. Steady eyes. All right, we're going to let that go. Walk it out a little bit if you're feeling it in your ankle. And then really take your attention to your right foot. You might even kind of shift your weight to your right leg to let it know it's going to go to work. Lift up your left heel, dial the knee out, foot comes somewhere. And then maybe one hand or both hands. Plant down in the big toe of the standing leg. So let's flip the chair. Let's turn the seat of the chair towards us. So we're going to be bringing our hands onto the seat of the chair, shoulders width apart. I want you, if you need to soften your knees, soften your knees. Draw your shoulder blades together. We're going to pick up our right heel, okay? And then we're going to step our right foot back. So come on your toes, perfect. And if it's okay, lift the leg. Good, 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 good. Keep breathing in and out through your nose here. Like you're reaching your heel towards the front window. And then I'm gonna have you step the pinky toe side of your right foot outside of your left foot. Begin to walk your hands over to the right side of your chair. This okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a good stretch for your hip?
Sure.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they all are.
All right, we're going to come back to neutral here. You might soften your knees a little. We're going to see about coming to stand like this. And if it's too much, no big deal. Find crocs if it is. More important. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't have very good balance in general.
Well, for all the yoga I've done, I'm a pretty klutzy person, which doesn't make sense, but that is what it is.
I am too, actually.
Yeah.
I do the stupidest things. It's crazy.
All right. Let me get a little bit of water. I was teaching right before I came here,
Oh, okay.
and my throat is a little dry.
Have you been able to stay busy with the studio not available and stuff?
Well, I went to Iowa and I went to Maryland, and now I'm dealing with all this furniture, and I've got a saddle and an old camera. So since I've been home, I have been busy catching up on my life.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a few corporate clients that I go to. That's where I was at before here, and
Oh,
then
good.
I come to you, and then I also teach out of Clock Tower once a month.
Oh, good.
So yeah. All right. So we're gonna do the same thing other side. Bring your hands onto the chair. Think about drawing your shoulder blades together, and then we're gonna lift up our left heel. Step it back. Your front knee can bend a little bit, and then shift your weight into that front leg. Float the back leg up or not. Keep breathing, no grimacing in the face. If you're grimacing in the face, then changing something so that it's not such a challenge. We're gonna begin to bend our standing leg, and we're taking the left pinky toes outside of the right pinky toes. Begin to walk your hands over towards the left side of the seat of the chair. And then let's come back through center here. And uncrossing the feet or not, come to stand. And we'll come back. Ah, nice, nice, you got it.
3 seconds.
Let's step our feet wide now. So the toes are pointing forward. Again, I want you to think about this motion coming from here, that we're taking the hips back, bring your hands onto the seat of the chair and draw your shoulder blades together. Bring your left hand so it's right under your face, and then bring your right hand around onto your low back. Keep dialing your right elbow up towards the sky. So we're getting a little rotation here, and as I do this, I'm bending my left knee a little bit. And if that feels like a natural thing for you to do, then by all means. Keep breathing here. And look down. Let your hands come onto the chair. Bring your right hand under your face. Left hand is coming onto your low back. Let your palm come there. And then just begin to dial your left elbow up. So it's like we're trying to stack our shoulders. Your right knee might bend here. Coming back through the center. Let your hands come onto the chair, shoulders width apart. We're going to dial our toes out just a little bit. Shoulder blades are coming together. So I want you to think about this motion right at your hip crease, where your thigh meets your torso. I want you to think about it going back, yes, and then come up, and right hip is going back. And perfect, good. Gentle side to side here. Connect your breath with your movement. Time here, each side. Last time. From here, I want you to dial your left toes towards, yeah. And then I want you to dial your back heel back some. Bring your chair even closer to you, so like it's touching your leg. Bring your left hand onto the seat of the chair. And take your right arm. Yeah, let your palm face towards me. That's it. Good. Press down in your left hand, reach up through your right arm. This is triangle pose, Trikonasana. And then we're going to release that down. We're just going to swivel our feet. So our right foot's going to point forward and the back heel will be at the back. Now our right hand's coming onto the seat of the chair, and we're going to take our left arm. I'm sorry, other way. Right hand down, left arm up. That's your left hand. Okay, you're doing the opposite of me. You're fine.
I know. I have it confused.
Other hand. Yep. There you are.
Okay.
Good. One more breath here. Let your hand come down, dial your toes forward, and we're just gonna heel toe ourselves back in. And come to stick. Working hard today, aren't we? So
I need a break.
Yep, we're gonna take one right here and now. So I want you to take your chair and turn it around. And bring it so that it's at your low abdomen. So I have it tilted. And then we're just gonna let ourselves fold over. As long as it feels okay, because this, the edge of the chair is right in my
belt.
Yeah, and mine's right where my thighs meet my torso.
Right.
If it's a lot for the back of your legs, you might soften your knees here a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. Good for my back.
It's a good stretch.
Yeah.
And take a few breaths in and out through your nose. And then bring your hands onto the seat of the chair so you can begin to rock yourself out. We're going to come to the floor in just a moment.
Oh my God. I need a 45-minute yoga. 60 minutes is this might be too much.
If you want to do that, we can. Bring your hands around onto your low back, elbows close.
I have to get in shape somehow. So.
And then we're going to come back through the center. I'm going to have you turn your chair. Bring your hands onto your chair. Step back whichever foot feels natural for you to step back, and then bring the knee down. And once you're here, we're just going to kind of lean over to the side and come into a seated position. So once you're here, that hurts your knees. We might need to get.
Well, I injured my knee
Yeah, I know you
a
did.
few months ago, and it's gotten sore. So I have to go to the doctor and have him explain what I how I ruined it. Hopefully the pain will go away.
So coming to lie down on your back here. Yeah, come and lie down on your back. Keep your knees bent. If you can, slide forward a little bit. So, okay, relax your face. And notice your breathing here. Relax your face, notice your breathing, soften your face. So I want you to listen to this and see if it makes sense. So bring your attention to this part of your back, this lumbar curve. And for most people, there's some lift away from the floor, not everybody. All right, so with that little bit of possible lift on the lumbar spine, the next time you exhale, I want you to press your feet into the floor and draw your navel in towards your spine. And you do not have to lift a thing, it's super subtle. And then when you inhale, release that and let the natural curve of your spine come back in. And then exhale, press your feet into the floor and the belly engages. And then you inhale and release. Does this make sense?
I think so. When I inhale, then I
let go.
I inhale, I let go. When I exhale, I then
Draw the
rise
navel
up,
towards
the navel towards
the spine and the feet on the floor. So it's
drive the navel to the spine. Right.
Yep. And the feet to the floor.
And the feet to the floor, yeah. Okay.
And then when you inhale, release.
And then release. So I'm going down and releasing, down and releasing. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a pelvic tilting.
Right, exactly.
Super subtle.
Right.
Super subtle.
Because I do have a space between my lower back and the mat.
Yep.
It's not touching.
Yep, perfect. So that's what I want you to work with a few times, just that real subtle finding the lumbar spine and then drawing your navel towards your spine and pressing your feet in the floor to draw that towards the floor, to draw your lumbar curve towards the floor. And then we're gonna do this one more time. And then this next time, I want you to pick up your right foot and hug your right knee in close. Just give it a hug. Keep pressing your left foot into your mat pretty strongly. If it feels good to make some movement, circling, forward, back, you decide what feels good for you today. All right. And then we're going to stop that motion, let your feet come down to the mat, your foot. Bring your big toes to touch. Good, and I'd like you to let your knees drop to your left. And your nose might go to the right. Keep the left arm kind of out to the left here, Peter. Other arm. Oh, that's your right arm. I make this really confusing when I give wrong body parts. Yeah. I've been doing this for a minute, but it still hasn't sunken in. So just keep giving yourself permission to relax and to let go. Notice if you are gripping anywhere. And that pillow's there to support your legs. Notice how your breath is moving here. Is it free and easy? Make it a little smoother, a little slower. Notice if there's any tension or tightness in your jaw that you might be gripping, that you could let go. With your next breath, bring your nose up and bring your knees up. So just coming back to center here. Yeah, you can let your feet come about hips width apart. And this time we're going to pick up the left leg and hug it in. And you can circle or pulse or just move in a way that feels appropriate today. And then when you're ready, letting your right foot come down to your mat. That's your left foot, and heel toe your feet together so that your big toes are touching here. And we're going to let the knees drop to your right. Knees to the right, nose to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, this is by far the best exercise the best stretch from my back.
Awesome.
My lower back.
Yeah, good. Well, that little pelvic tilt may not seem like much, but that's actually a pretty good strengthener.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's all in the pelvis.
Yep.
Or the core.
Yep.
Yes.
A lot of people think the core is just the abdomen, but it's
I
really
know.
the whole torso.
I bet, yeah, sure.
So again, just come back to your breath. See if there's something that you can soften, if there's something physically that you can soften. And if there is, soften it, and then notice your breath, and notice if you could soften your breath. And then noticing where the thinking goes. Noticing where the thinking goes, and could you soften your thinking? And then when you're ready, bring your knees up. And your nose up. And we're going to come to lying down now. So I'm just sliding the pillows kind of under so they'll catch your knees.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good. And you can let your hands come by your sides or rest on your belly. I'm going to turn these lights off.
Oh, okay.
So there's nothing left to do here now.
Yay. I made it.
You did. So give yourself permission to relax. Relax all of your face muscles. The skin over your skull. You might gently sway your head from left to right, massaging out the back of your head as if you're not even doing it. And the next time that your head is in neutral, draw your chin in towards your throat a little bit to make some more space for your neck. Relax your shoulders, your shoulder blades, the parts of your arm that are touching the floor, let them relax. And check back in with the jaw, see if you can release the jaw. Also the throat, maybe a swallow to release the throat. And relaxing through the rib cage, front and back. And the whole chest cavity relaxing. Bringing your attention to your abdominal space and relaxing it on the front side and the back side, the left side and the right side. And relax your hips, your glutes, relax your thighs, all the parts of the knees, the kneecap, the inner knee, the outer knee, the back side of the knee. Relax your calves, your ankles, relaxing the front of the ankles, the back of the ankles, the tops of your feet, your toes, relaxing the bottoms of your feet and your heels. You might imagine if there is any residual tension or stress that it's just draining out through your heels to be regenerated and renewed. Try to let your attention stay with your breath. And then when the mind wanders, because it will wander, come back and do a scan of your physical body. And then when you're able to relax or release a little bit more, then let your attention come back to your breath. Letting every exhale move you deeper towards stillness. Each time the mind wanders, come back to your physical body, relax it more. Then come back to your breath. Now take a moment and notice where your thinking has landed. Not making a judgment about it, but just noticing. Did it slow down? Was it as wild as ever? And begin to let your breath deepen. And then begin to invite back some gentle movements. It might be through your fingertips, toes, ankles, wrists. If you wanted to take a big long body stretch or hug in, by all means